Now let's explore the most recent crypto controversy. The focus is on Kraken and Binance. This text focuses on SEC regulations. It is a symbol of more than just news. There has been a dramatic change in the cryptocurrency space. First, they make fun of you in every fight, and then they confront you, and you, at last, appear. The current spike in interest and investment in cryptocurrency has opened the door for an unparalleled. The current spike in interest and investment in cryptocurrency has been the driving force behind the bull run. Market liquidity and investments, please be patient as we work through some navigational issues. Why are these events causing such market turbulence? How come that's happening? I would like all RP fans to take note of the following. Fans of XRP, it's almost time for takeoff. It's getting closer than ever to reaching the moon. This is the promise you've been given. But unlike the previous 4 years, the stars are sticking by us to the finish. We shall disclose the causes in this video. Why this could be the perfect time to take action. Join the XRP army in a rally. We dive and give me a good button-hitting smash. Turn on and off notifications. Within the crypto, behemoth is dealing with a serious blow, as it is the SEC has leveled allegations and filed charges. Failure to comply with penalties and regulations ensuring compliance with money transmission regulations will lead to the company settling an astounding $4.3 billion. Moreover, CEO C's freely admitted his fault, accepting a $50 personal fine. In addition to announcing his decision to leave the position, he gave $1 million. It's not surprising that this has happened. Blue C's, previously noted, is not new. As regulations intensified Binance's challenges, he ought to bring up his desire to walk aside. There have been claims of inadequate anti-money laundering protocols. Improving the anti-money laundering protocols for unlicensed companies in this constantly shifting landscape was somewhat expected. Navigating the changing regulatory environment requires keeping in mind how the SEC previously targeted Coinbase. Well, now it's Binance's turn, this summer, in the firing line as a result of the fallout. Binance intends to work with a staff dedicated to compliance. Observe the ensuing 3 years and beyond. A twist C's is present. Finance has been prohibited from being managed by the man behind C's management. I worked for the company for 3 years. The company needs to improve this monitor's appointment. The development fits into a broader pattern. The world of cryptocurrencies is still undergoing constant development, as we can see. Adjusting to the tactical choices made by the FTX saga seem to require a forgiving mindset. He put his card in before getting authorization, yet this choice has cost him sensing the heat, particularly in light of the possible outcomes. Numerous U.S. legal infractions have occurred, including those in which the Department of Justice bears the responsibility of implementing sanctions. The company's market share has increased significantly, further solidifying its hold. Enforcement measures connected to Binance. Bloomberg reported a substantial $4 billion investment. There was a $1 billion fine and a postponed prosecution agreement. A prosecution agreement exists, but there's more. In the realm of cryptocurrency, more is taking place. The most recent cryptocurrency to experience scrutiny from the SEC is said to have improperly overseen its operations. There are allegations that scrutiny improperly oversees its operations. Operations must be carried out with the prerequisites met. For this reason, U.S. securities registration is necessary. With Binance and Coinbase in the firing line, Kraken is the sectors. There are claims that Kraken committed a serious offense by combining company and customer data. Claims allege that the company combined company and customer data. Non-registered dealers, clearinghouses, or brokers, that SEC's action isn't arbitrary. I'll explain that there's a method to their madness. It's all about the dangers. Kraken established itself by combining up to $33 billion in client cryptocurrency with its business assets and managing customer cash. The SEC has marked numerous tokens as unregistered securities. There are many names on the list, including Dash Atom. Magic Solana Algorand is close to protocol. The SEC's objective is to permanently ban Kraken from operating without legal registration, along with imposing fines and seeking the return of any profits obtained unlawfully and interestingly. This includes Chalice, ICP, Voyager, Nexo, Cardano, and Filatcoin Sandbox Decentral and Axis Infinitization. While many other projects failed, Ethereum and Chainlink managed to make it off the list. However, they are not removing this line. They are opposing the SEC and urging Congress to pass more transparent legislation, in contrast to the seas of Binance, who decided to let's talk about the excellent news now that Kraken is bringing the fight to the SEC. And the unfortunate fact is that the drawback is obvious. The SEC and the US have been hesitant to develop clear laws, which has put a huge strain on the global cryptocurrency business. The major problem with the SEC's position is that almost all cryptocurrencies are securities. The SEC, despite meetings failing to offer clear guidance and their usual approach to pleas for regulatory clarity, just encourages companies to register, which begs for confusion for exchanges listing these altcoins. Why is the SEC hesitant to establish precise regulations? Let's reduce it to just two words: control and corruption. The SEC plans to classify as many projects as possible as securities, even if they would otherwise be deemed commodities and fall under the purview of the CFTC. This is about control more than oversight, since the SEC wants to exert influence over these initiatives rather than walk away from them. For some better news, head over to the CFTC today. The reason XRP is noticeably missing from the SEC's list is that Ripple won the case the SEC filed against it. As I have consistently stated for years, when it comes to altcoins, XRP stands out as a wise and safe option. Among altcoins, XRP stands out as a wise and safe option. It's essentially past the SEC's reach now that it's already fought through and won a protracted legal struggle, but other projects aren't that fortunate. They now risk protracted legal challenges to the SEC's actions, which are having a knock-on impact that is meant to scare off possible investors. Naturally, hesitancy causes the momentum in the market to cause brief dips. Corrections in the 5 to 10, 15 to 20% range are possible, but here's the thing. The financial elite sharks wait for these market swings precisely because they thrive in tumultuous when the market is bleeding, water grabs possibilities. If this kind of news makes you afraid to invest, consider this. If you're maneuvering with less than $1 million in these markets where you're swimming in waters dominated by bigger predators, then you're not playing the game like a shark, but like a small fish, maybe even a crab clinging to the rocks with your investments. Consider taking a Larry-like person. Consider the CEO of BlackRock. He is the equivalent of a killer whale in this financial ocean. His and other elites' goals are obvious enough to create enough fear that the lesser players sell off their holdings, allowing the larger players to pounce and take your bags at a reduced cost. We've been talking about this tactic for years. The major companies use distractions in addition to shaking up the market to drive consumers away. Remember back in 2017 when Larry Finn said there was no institutional interest in cryptocurrency? Fast forward to the present, and he has completely changed his position, admitting that there is a need for cryptocurrency globally. Why the change? It's strategic when a lawsuit reaches a large exchange. What is their desired outcome? The leading exchange waved the white flag, opening the door for someone from their inner circle to take control of the market and enrich the already wealthy. This is a classic tactic to spread the myth that investing in cryptocurrency is dangerous and even illegal, but when we look at the amounts of money laundered, we can see that this is not the case. When comparing conventional fiat money to cryptocurrency, viewpoints drastically change. When compared to cryptocurrency, which is still expanding and presently has a market capitalization of less than $2 trillion, the amount of money invested in traditional finance is astounding. Take the derivatives market, for example, which some estimate to be worth nearly $1 quadrillion. Those of you who are watching and enjoying the rush of opportunity should know that the daily FX market is rife with corruption. To survive in this setting, it is important to think like a shark and adopt a shark mentality. The market's turbulence signals that we should implement our plan. We're preparing to diversify and take advantage of these changes. Being a step ahead of the curve is the key. In line with the narratives that are most likely to draw investment, consider industries like cryptocurrency gaming, AI, and the tokenization of tangible assets like real estate. BlackRock has plans to address this. BlackRock's plan for residential real estate shows a future in which ownership is concentrated in the hands of a small number of people. A small number of people will concentrate ownership in their plan for residential real estate. Recall that staying ahead of these trends involves more than just investing. It also entails comprehending and navigating a world that is changing quickly, given the emergence of central bank digital currencies and the application of ISO 2202. This update goes beyond a simple technical one. It's a calculated action. Major banks are preparing to take advantage of this new standard in the financial sector, but there's still a gap in the market. Many people, including us, think that the XRP ledger will be the vital link that connects these CBDCs. The XRP ledger is a vital link that connects these CBDCs, bringing us to a critical juncture for anyone considering investing in XRP. The window of opportunity to do so is likely shrinking. Prices for Bitcoin are uncertain. It will once again fall below $30,000. Even if anything happens, and the current trends indicate otherwise, we believe that now is a great moment to join the XRP community since it presents very promising potential. Please note that I am not a professional financial advisor and that this content is for entertainment purposes only. I always advise viewers that before making any financial decisions, they should do the research and speak with experts. Thank you if you liked the video. Please tune in. Would you kindly give it a thumbs up and remember to click the subscribe button as well. Turn on the notifications to ensure you are the first to know about the introduction of fresh content that I'm eager to watch. Please make sure your notifications are turned on. In the next video, be careful.